Some Openweight Championship. If Viktor Payn isn't going to come out after taking some kendo shots from Cole Cannon.
That's right. And we are also joined at the commentary table by our CEO, president. What do you want to be called, Jason Prentice?
Co-owner, COO, a lot of things you could say. But right now I'm a concerned member of this audience because Tom and Badger, we saw earlier the vicious attack from Cole Cannon on Viktor Payn, the vicious one himself. And now as you see here, he's dragged
He's about ready to do it. He's going to attack one of our referees.
What is the matter? I mean, what's the meaning with this? I mean,
come on, man. After what he did for us with Pat McAfee, you're really going to treat him like that?
Oh, wait a second. No, I don't even know he's cleared. The doctor's been trying to tell me he's not medically able to.
I mean, well, it looks like he's being restrained by security.
I see him. He's coming through the curtain.
Yeah, you can see security and our referees.
It's taking 4 people to hold him back.
Oh, my God. Here he comes.
Viktor Payn is coming for Cole Cannon's spot.
Well, ding, ding, ding. Jojo calls for the Pelin. I mean, I guess Viktor Payn is okay.
Viktor Payn.
Okay. I mean, I think less than okay. Less than 100%.
After taking all those kendo shots and being attacked from behind by Cole Cannon, now Cole Cannon's going to use every dirty strategy in the book, like choking Viktor Payn with his shirt.
Well, hey, he wore that shirt down to the ring. It's part of his attire for the night. If he wants to have and strangle somebody, well, why not?
Tom, Badger, you guys saw in November that ZK-47 brought the attack early on in the matchup. Do you think that might be a benefit here tonight for Cole Cannon, especially with this injury?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, especially when you're doing stuff like that. You're hanging up that injured shoulder right on that top rope. One thing to say about Cole
Cannon, he does his homework. He watches.
Well, you know, we haven't seen Cole since the last time these two fought for that title out in Fort Dodge. And, of course, you know, Cole Cannon, a bit of antagonist here again tonight with the F Waterloo sweatshirt. So good for him, by the way. Tell these people exactly how he feels, because this state is a tragedy.
Take it easy, Tom. I know. Listen, I know you're not a fan of Waterloo, but one thing that I think we can all agree on, we're not a fan of attacking your opponent before the bell, let alone 20 minutes, 30 minutes before the bell even happens.
Well, hey, you know what? Viktor Payn didn't need to go out there either.
Look, he's fighting hard right now.
Well, I was going to say, let me tell you, boys, he's fighting back pretty good. But he missed that clothesline and took another shot to his injured shoulder.
That's right. Stiff kick right to that shoulder. Viktor Payn's going to be feeling the pain.
And Tom,
Cole Cannon tonight.
Cole Cannon's just going after that shoulder. He's gonna injure him. He's gonna injure our Openweight champion.
Tom, and you had mentioned earlier to me too that Cole Cannon had tried to add a few things to his arsenal. Those kicks, one of those things.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, big time kicks from the big man. And again, this is going back to the roots of Absolute Pro Wrestling, this Haas versus Haas match for this Openweight title. And you know, Cole Cannon looking to become the first 2-time champion tonight.
Cole Cannon, like a shark smelling blood in the water, he's got Viktor Payn in an awful cross-face submission.
I don't know if Victor's the kind of guy to tap out, though, Tom.
Well, I mean, hey, you bad shoulder and you got your neck and chin be wrenched on like that. I mean, that's a lot of pain to be going through.
Yes, it is. But Viktor Payn, the king of pain, he can dish it out and he can take it, roll it back into a near pinfall attempt, but it wasn't enough. Cole Cannon rolled it and reversed it. And now he's laying in the shots to Viktor Payn.
Yeah, Cole Cannon was able to reverse that, just keep the momentum going and get his own pin attempt right there. Only 1 count, though, so Viktor Payn's still, you know, not ready to give up quite yet in this matchup.
No pretty blue mats here in Absolute Pro Wrestling. If you hit the floor, you hit the floor, and it's going to make a big, loud sound, just like it did with Viktor Payn when Cole Cannon threw him through the second rope.
Oh, and ripping up a fan sign. I mean, just to disrespect, I get it. Cole Cannon does not even just Waterloo. He doesn't respect the fans. They don't respect him. But there's one thing Cole Cannon cares about, and that is becoming a 2-time Openweight champion tonight, and he's trying to put all this together to do just that.
He's doing everything he can.
Yeah, that fan is doing everything he can, too, to get in the head of Cole Cannon here. Brought 1 sign, Cole ripped it up. Bring the 2nd sign, Cole rips it up. A 3rd sign, Cole's back in on the mission at hand, taking care of Viktor Payn here, though.
And when he had no more signs to rip up, he managed to roll back in and break the 10 count. And now they're back on the outside. Cole Cannon utilizing the steel post and bouncing the Openweight champion's head off of it.
Well, and guys, Badger, you especially know this. I at one point managed Cole Cannon in Iowa at another promotion. And one of the things I always taught him was don't let the the noise get to you. Don't let those in the audience distract you from the opposition. And look at that. That's why right there.
That's right. And Viktor Payn firing back on his knees, just a stiff shot right to the abdomen of Cole Cannon. And the sign guy is back with a fourth anti-Cole Cannon sign right there in the front row.
Should be a sign not to go after that guy again.
Viktor Payn not backing down.
Over here, Trace Apprentice.
I'm dropping puns when they are ready to be dropped, my friend.
Get out of here.
Able to roll back into the ring, now getting Irish whipped across. Viktor Payn ducking the line. Oh, but Cole Cannon eating one of his own.
But see, Tom, it took a lot out of Viktor Payn on the way down.
Yes, it did. I was just going to mention that, too. He decided to hit that with that injured shoulder. Not a smart move, but I understand. Sometimes adrenaline happens, and you just hit the man with whatever you got in front of you. But, yeah, Viktor Payn, and, we saw him also just last week in Fort Dodge. Worse for wear coming out of that match as well. Again, it happened to be a tag match, but, again, he's been feeling pain since he's gotten that title, and everybody's gunning for him right now.
That's right. We've seen guys go after his shoulder, his knees, his hands, his back, everything.
What's Cannon thinking here, guys? I don't know him as a high-risk kind of guy.
Well, he's not a high-risk kind of guy, but we have seen him go to the top rope before.
Big risk. He's thinking big reward, and look at the disrespect. What an absolute douche.
Well, hey, you know what?
Telling Waterloo that number one as he misses the moonsault here in Waterloo. Viktor Payn managed to roll out of the way.
I thought you were just calling all these fans number one, which I thought was a
you know what he was doing, and that's going to get a fine. Yeah, that's a fine right there. I'll make sure of it. I know a guy who knows a guy.
Now remember, Cole Cannon has a lawyer as well, Jason.
Sure you do, boss man. But again, doling out fines here and there, that's your job, I guess. But tell you what, the action in the ring right now, it's amazing because Viktor Payn's not been able to take any kind of action towards Cole Cannon after that missed moonsault there.
Might be enough time, just enough time for Viktor Payn to fire up now. And the reign of pain begins with a clothesline on Cole Cannon. Cole Cannon gets up for a second one.
Notice that's with the good arm, too. Or I guess if you want to call it a good arm.
Whoa! And a big back super kick from Viktor Payn, our Openweight champion. 2-0.
I mean, that's impressive stuff for these big men. I mean, again, both these guys adding these kicks to their arsenal right now, and that was a smooth kick right there.
That was
right to the chin. I mean, Viktor Payn, that's again something we haven't seen out of him in a long time.
Yeah, you got to give credit where credit is due with Viktor Payn. Since October, winning that championship in Fort Dodge, in one of the towns he calls home, he's been able to add some moves to his arsenal. When he gets into a pinch like this, what do? You go to something else because people are going to be expecting certain things from your offense, and this is something Cole Cannon didn't see coming.
That's right. If it's possible, you got to surprise Cole Cannon with whatever you can pull out of your arsenal. Viktor Payn trying to get him up for the chokeslam, but he couldn't with that injured shoulder. Cole Cannon chopping that leg. No! Viktor Payn ducks away out of the curb stop. Roll up. That's not it! He got the fast roll up. And Viktor Payn is walking out of here as the Openweight champion.
Yes, he is. And then he retains that title, making sure that he is still the second ever Openweight champion. And Cole Cannon can't quite get it back and become a two-time Openweight champion.
Guys, this confirms to April 20th, Algona, Iowa. We will see Saint against Viktor.
Wait a second. Cole Cannon's got a microphone. Oh no.
No, like that! No! Everybody! Viktor Payn cheated!
He's saying he wasn't ready and Cole cheated.
What?
You know what? I'm gonna hide it! But that's who you call wrestling! Since day one, Jason Pettis and Damien Saint, you guys have been stacking the deck against me!
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, anything you got to say about that?
Hey, Cole Cannon, over here, commentary desk, buddy. Hey, over here. Cole Cannon, look to your right. Look behind you.
Other rights, there we go.
Listen, I think I can speak for Brandon and I. We haven't done anything, man. Hey, listen, it was a valiant effort. Hey, Viktor Payn, congratulations, my friend. That was a hell of a fight.
Viktor Payn there, heck of a match.
Cole Cannon, listen, one professional to another. You're better than that. You're the first ever Openweight champion. A lot of things going for you. Tonight, you even got another shot. You could be the number one contender for the Heavyweight Championship if you win this Winter Brawl Classic. So do everybody a favor here. get out of the ring. Let's get to the next match. I think everybody here agrees with that, right? Well, come on, man. You know what, Dennis? You're right. For once in your pathetic life, you're actually right about something.
Wow.
And you have a shot to be the number one contender for the APW title.
He does, yes, he does.
And that sounds like a fantastic idea, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I will outlast every member in my number, and I will be victorious, and I will go on to Super Slam, and I will beat Ethan Everhart to become the new APW champion.
Yeah, you think so?
Hey, he knows so.
And after I do that, I'm going to bury Absolute Pro Wrestling just like they buried your grandmother.
Oh, come on, dude! What was that? Dude!
Whoa, I mean...
Cole, what are you doing?
All right, you know what?
Tom, you cannot agree with that crap!
Emotions run high sometimes, but I tell you what, you can't step across that line. We are all professionals. We're all in this business for the love of the business. But I tell you what, you can't step across that line and talk about other people's family, especially anybody who's deceased. That's a bit of a no-go area for everybody in the business, and you know that too.
Join APW on the road as we come to a city near you. Catch us April 20th in Algona, headlined by a ladder match for all the gold. The boys and Ethan Everhart defend their titles against two-thirds of the free world in the form of Matty Starr and Leo Stentel, as well as the ever-dangerous Big Picture. And join us April 27th as we debut in Steamboat Rock. Catch Hardin County's own Brandon the Shank Eubanks take on the Lone Diamond Jackson King with Captain Midnight by his side. Finally, we return home to Waterloo on May 4th for Super Slam 2. Stay tuned to our Facebook page for more information about tickets and shows. Now, back to the action.
And introducing first, he weighs in at 198 pounds. Comes from Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
From Cedar Rapids, you heard it here. Damien Saint making his return back to Absolute Pro Wrestling. We've seen him in the last few shows. Obviously, it's great to have him around. Made his debut this year at our inaugural show for the season in Algona and had a heck of a match. Well, technically two matches last week at Fort Dodge in that opener where he was going for the World Heavyweight title against Ethan Everhart. And then Uriah Upton found his way into making a tag team match along with Saint, where they faced off against our two singles champions, Ethan Everhart and Viktor Payn, in that main event last week.
Damien Saint did not come out on the winning side of that, but if you're 5'5" and he's 6'6", let's go, Heretic!
Well, just to make sure we're even here, 777 because no one wants trouble like that around here. But Damien Saint, a true veteran, has been around a lot of promotions here in Iowa and the upper Midwest, and he's not necessarily everybody's favorite, but he's a guy who is a heck of a talent. All over the place he's gone. He's proven himself over and over again, and I can't wait to see him not only this match, but he is also going to be part of that Winter Brawl Classic coming up as well.
That's right, if you're caught in the danger zone of the Heretic Damien Saint, then you're in a lot of trouble.
Well, I tell you what, for him being up on that top rope right now, menacing presence up there, and all these kids in the front row are just yelling at him, taunting him. Back, it seems like, not knowing exactly what to expect with Damien Saint, but again, heck of a talent. We're happy to have him here in Absolute Pro Wrestling.
Right, that's because they're here to see the illmatic Jay Wesley!
Yeah, you.
It's a black and the orange face paint! That's right, hometown boy, like you said, Tom!
Well, yeah.
Jay Wesley, and this place has just erupted, Tom!
Yeah, They're going a little bit crazy. I was told he has about 30 or 40 family members and friends here.
The whole family reunion.
Pretty much, yeah, it seems that way. And you see again his face paint tonight. A bit of an homage to the icon Sting.
That's right, because it's showtime! That's right, these people at Waterloo getting firmly behind Jay Wesley.
Well, you know, I tell you what, with this different look from Jay Wesley, I don't know what exactly to expect now. I don't know if he's added any maneuvers or any kind of area of expertise to his arsenal with the change in look here. But we'll see how the quote-unquote Illmatic Hitman does tonight against Damien Saint.
You have a lot of problems with that name, don't you?
It's just not right.
Who died and gave you the right to say what was right?
That's why I said it doesn't sound right. It may be right to him, and apparently it's right to some of these people here in Waterloo, but I don't know what an Illmatic Hitman is supposed to look like, but apparently it's a face-painted ginger like this.
Definitely don't want to mess with Jay Wesley, but I definitely don't want to mess with Damien Saint screaming in my face like that.
Well, see, you understand. I'm glad you understand.
It can get into your head. Oh, just like a slap across the face. Whoa, and Jay Wesley going for the double leg takedown, and now it's turned into a brawl.
He's throwing those right hands right into Damien Saint's jaw.
That's right, no collar and elbow tie-ups right now. We're starting this right now. Jay Wesley going into the corner with a stinger splash.
Hitting it big time there, right to the chest of Damien Saint.
All right, close fist.
Wow, I mean, he started going too quickly. These people couldn't keep up.
Damien Saint just ate a whole flurry of right and just ate a spear from Jay Wesley. This could be it. 1, 2. Damien Saint kicks out.
Well, I tell you what, that would have been I think that would have been a huge upset for Jay Wesley to pick up that victory, especially so quickly against a veteran like Damien Saint.
That's right. I think everybody's strategy tonight is, not take your time with your opponent. Try to put him away fast. Keep something in the tank for the Winter Brawl Classic later that even these two men have to be in. 1, 2. No, and Damien Saint near fall. That was close.
Right there, yes. And, Jay Wesley in his young career here in Absolute Pro Wrestling has taken down some of the bigger names. The big picture, James Jeffries. And last week we saw him take on, basically, again, probably co-rookies of the year for last year. Leo Santella and him had a barn burner last week. Technical masterpiece, but I'll tell you what wasn't technical about that one. That knee straight to the chin. That's old school right there. That's for right. Sure.
It stopped Jay Wesley cold in his tracks.
I tell you what, that little bit of posing and posturing from Damien Saint, though, letting these people know exactly what he feels about Waterloo, knowing that at least I get to go back to a real place.
That's right.
His hometown of Cedar Rapids. Is that a thing here in Iowa?
That's right, Cedar Rapids. 2, those lethal strikes of Damien Saint laying in those stiff kicks into Jay Wesley. Wasn't enough to put him down, though. Oh, speaking of stiff shot, and knife edge chop right on his chest.
Right to that sternum, hitting it hard. These kicks now, too. Again, right to the chest of Jay Wesley.
That's right.
And just nonchalantly kicks him straight to the chin, pushes him over. Damien Saint having his way right now.
Nonchalant cover.
Well, hey, why exert more effort? You even said it earlier yourself too, as far as gotta try and win that Winter Brawl Classic.
With a pin is all I'm saying.
Well, hey, you say tomato, I say who cares.
Oh, jeez.
Nice reversal there by Jay Wesley, though, delivering that nice knife edge chop right to Damien Saint.
And it clapped for sure. We heard it all the way back here. And a second stinger splash. Jay Wesley might go in for a third one. Oh, but Damien Saint jumps out of the way and lands a stiff shot. Make that 2.
That took some wind right out of me right there, too. A stiff palm shot right to that sternum.
Oh, not where Jay Wesley wants to be. Oh, and a big hesitation drop kick. Did you see that hang time?
Great elevation there by Damien Saint, delivering that one straight to the corner.
But Jay Wesley kicks out. trying to get that air back in his chest after just getting it stomped out with that drop kick from Damien Saint.
Absolutely, and that was well aligned too, hitting Jay Wesley right through that chest into that area that was right there, set on the turnbuckle. Smart maneuver there by Damien Saint. Pinpoint accuracy.
He's just going to smother him. He's not going to let him catch his breath at all. He's going to kick it right out of his lungs, and then he's going to choke him on the second rope.
Joey Jojo calling for the 5 count there too. Damien Saint letting him hear it as well. I got up to 5. Come on now.
And this crowd getting firmly behind Jay, trying to fire him up, but Damien Saint just keeps chopping him back.
Well, I believe that half of this audience is either related to him or friends of Jay Wesley.
Oh! Well, they must have liked that knife edge chop. It's chop suey right now. Oh!
Nice knee there by Damien Saint, delivering it right on the button here. This should be 1, 2, 3.
2? No, not at all, Tom. Jay Wesley kicked out of that step-up knee to the face, eating it flush.
He did eat it flush right there on the chin, but sometimes those instincts just help you along, get you on the kick.
You hear that count and you're seeing stars, but you still kick out. It's instinct, like you said. And now Jay Wesley just absorbing 1 shot, but ducking out of the way of 2, sending 4 shots of his own. Open hand chops, and then a forearm to the face. Reverse whip across the ring. Jay Wesley stops, looks back to kick him in the stomach. Damien stops him from going up top.
Well, Jay Wesley's over that top rope. I mean, this is again in our Winter Brawl Classic. Excuse me. That's a precarious position to be in. Yes, words are hard.
Oh, Jay Wesley up top. Damien Saint. Oh my gosh! A German suplex from the top rope.
A little bit of a side suplex there too. Kind of being all flat now, Jay Wesley, where he kind of landed on his stomach and chest area. But that was a nasty delivery right there.
Definitely not how he wanted to land that, but Damien Saint pulled it off. It wasn't enough to put Jay Wesley down. He's in front of his hometown. You got to do more than that.
Well, I mean, that was a pretty big fall for both men and stuff too. It's amazing that Damien Saint's able to recover as quickly as he was able to.
Oh, geez, we saw this last week. He might be going for that GTS, but Jay Wesley snaps out of it. Goes for that kill switch. Nope. Rolls backwards. 1, 2, 3. Oh, quick roll up. And Damien Saint has just
He just pulled off the victory he was destined to have. Jay Wesley saying that he grabs a fistful of tights on him, but hey, 1, 2, 3, that's the way the victory goes. Damien Saint's way. Joey Jojo with the call. Jay Wesley's left there in front of his friends and family with a lack of words. I'll tell you what, though, he might try and get his revenge. Again, both of these men were going to be in the Winter Brawl Classic later tonight.